Ever wondered what would happen if the most powerful army in the world was defeated by a bunch of birds? No, this isn't a fantasy movie plot. This is the real incredible story of the Great Emu War of 1932. So, picture this. It's post-World War I Australia. The government has given plots of land to returning soldiers to grow wheat. Sounds like a sweet deal, right? Well, there was a tiny, or rather, a very large and feathered problem. About 20,000 emus, who are basically the velociraptors of the bird world, decided that this newly cultivated wheat was the best all-you-can-eat buffet they'd ever seen. These giant flightless birds were not just eating the crops, they were trampling everything in their path. The farmers, who were war veterans, were desperate. They went to the government for help, and the Minister of Defense, Sir George Pearce, had what he thought was a brilliant idea: deploy the army. Yes, you heard that right. The Royal Australian Artillery was sent to war against emus. Major G.P.W. Meredith led a small contingent armed with 2 Lewis machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. On paper, it was a ridiculously one-sided fight. The soldiers thought it would be a walk in the park. But the emus had other plans. The first attempt was a total failure. The soldiers tried to herd a group of about 50 emus into an ambush. But the birds were too smart. They split into small groups and ran in every direction, making them impossible targets. Major Meredith was stunned. He reported, "If we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world." He basically called them feathery tanks. The second attempt was even more comical. They mounted a machine gun on a truck, thinking they could chase the emus down. But the truck couldn't keep up on the rough terrain, and the gunner couldn't aim because of the bumpy ride. Meanwhile, the emus just casually outran them. After a few days and thousands of rounds fired, the official body count was, well, not very high. Some reports say less than 100 birds. The media had a field day, mocking the military's embarrassing defeat. Less than a week into the war, Major Meredith and his men were recalled. The emus had won. They continued to munch on the wheat, completely unfazed. The government later tried a bounty system, which proved much more effective, but the legend of the Great Emu War was already born. So, what's the takeaway? This bizarre chapter in history reminds us that even the best laid plans and superior firepower can be outsmarted by nature's unpredictability. It's a hilarious, humbling story about underestimating your opponent, even if that opponent is a 6-foot-tall bird. It shows that sometimes the most unexpected characters can come out on top. What do you think is the most unbelievable historical event? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this weird and wonderful story from the past, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating tales. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.